Even when you're downtown,
good morning, Brian. Good morning.
This city doesn't really feel like a city.
Oklahoma City is a great place to live, and it's a great place to do business.
How many other females are there?
From the corner cafe to big business, this is where real people live and work.
Hey, buddy. Hey.
It's a city that Coppermark Bank calls home, a city they want to see prosper, the same prosperity they want to share with their customers and employees.
The better the community does, the more vibrant it is, the better the bank's going to do, the better all the banks are going to do. So helping the community to grow and prosper helps us in return.
The latest buzz in Oklahoma City carries the Coppermark brand. This is the National High Performance Center in downtown, right on the Oklahoma River. The top rowing athletes in the U.S. train here, live here in Oklahoma City, with the dream of Olympic gold.
We're the only river in the country to carry the Olympic rings as an Olympic training site. It's happened due to the support of companies like Coppermark and the enthusiasm they brought to the river.
Enthusiasm not only to make the project happen, but also to keep the Oklahoma City Boathouse District sustainable by launching corporate rowing teams. For this center to survive, it will take more than Olympic hopefuls.
All of our employees that want to come down to the river in their lime green shirts, and we get to cheer our team. And if you've never been down here, that's pretty exciting. And believe me, every other team that's down here knows that Coppermark is rowing because we are so enthusiastic about it, and our employees just love it.
I think I'm very blessed. You know, a lot of times it's easy for companies or people to say that they want to give back to the community, but very few actually walk the walk, so to speak. And I think action is very important, and Coppermark really backs up their words with action. And so I feel very blessed to work for a bank that really supports the community and gives its employees a chance to do the same.
With a high-performance staff that works non-stop to maintain Coppermark's top 4% asset ranking in Oklahoma and top 8% ranking in the nation, Coppermark looks to FHLBank Topeka as a key resource for liquidity. In addition to advances, Coppermark uses a variety of products and grant programs to support the community it serves.
One of the most important things that Federal Home Loan Bank has done for us is that they've allowed us to operate at very comfortably at about a 90% loan-to-deposit ratio. And what that really means is that if we did not have the support and liquidity support from Federal Home Loan Bank, we'd probably have to operate at a 70% loan-to-deposit ratio. That 20% difference, in our case at our size, makes about $200 million difference in loans. $200 million difference in loans means about $4 to $5 million more net income for us. That makes the difference between us being just an average bank in terms of return for shareholders and being a high-performance bank.
Another thing we use Federal Home Loan quite a bit for is a benchmark. We know in the marketplace we can just go out and look at the rates that we can borrow at, and we can use that as a benchmark in a lot of different areas in our bank, whether we're pricing loans, what's the funding cost going to be, whether we're borrowing the money or not. So that is a benchmark rate that we put into a lot of our profitability models.
Efficient operations within Coppermark's mortgage department are also important. That's why they participate in the MPF program, a secondary market alternative.
This program has allowed us to be a little bit more flexible. We underwrite in-house and we fund here at the bank. And through the MPF program that we're working with Federal Home Loan on as far as a partnership has allowed us to kind of be more hands-on and make those decisions and not outsource so much to a third party.
It has given us access to a pool of money at a really favorable rate that we then can turn around and offer to our customers. So we get a double benefit there. We get to borrow at the lower rate, but then we can pass a lower rate on to the customers.
We have those that build homes, and so through their financing opportunities through our mortgage area, we're able to help a lot of people get into their first home or refinance their current and existing home.
We also have those products that we're able to reduce some rates because we have reduced borrowing costs through Federal Home Loan, and that allows us to pass it on to our customers, whether it be building apartment complexes or some other type of community development.
In this case, community development means Noble Heights Apartments in Guthrie, Oklahoma. Here Tiffany can shoot some hoops while Grandma cooks dinner. Dad reads the paper. All made possible through FHLBank Topeka's housing and community development programs. Countless families benefit from the partnership between Coppermark and FHLBank.
The Federal Home Loan Bank came in as a gap financing, which has been a tremendous help for developers here in Oklahoma, and I'm sure all over the country. It has benefited in that it has provided housing that otherwise could not be provided.
That might be the best way to sum up the relationship between Coppermark and FHLBank Topeka, stepping in with services that would not otherwise be provided, whether it's affordable housing, business loans, home mortgages. It's this partnership that makes it happen. A partnership important to bankers, as is building a strong management team.
Of our key management people here, 4 of the 7 key management people are 30-year-plus people. They've each worked here more than 30 years.
Our bank realized that you've got to grow from within, and you've got to let the young people that are working in your organization see a pathway to their future.
It's just the start of the agenda.
Okay. Young bankers, through banker development, are given opportunities to grow within Coppermark.
Gives them a much better understanding of why we have the policies we have, and they don't have to just say, well, they told me to do that. Now they understand why we have the policies that we have.
You never get exposed to that just sitting at your desk and doing your day-to-day job, but Coppermark Bank is real big on forwarding your career and making you a better banker and making you understand when you're with a customer, you're looking at the other 5 levels of what you're doing with them instead of just that face-to-face contact. So I think it's a great bank to work for as far as developing your career. So.
And no one at Coppermark has started and mentored more careers than Tom Legan. Legan has led Coppermark for nearly 32 years. Recognized as the Journal Record's most admired Oklahoma CEO in 2011, the people who work with him are quick to sing his praises.
He's a great mentor to us. He's a great mentor to this bank as a corporate environment.
Amazing to see a person that delights in seeing people succeed.
Many of us would say he's the reason that we have been here for this many years, and he's really the glue that holds us all together.
A job so well done, OKC Biz has also named Coppermark one of the best places to work in Oklahoma for the past 5 years.
We're off and going.
Leading by example not only comes from the president and CEO, but straight from the chairman of the board, Russell Swartz, known as the king of customer calls.
He'll make 160 to 200 calls a month. That's an incredible number of people to make contact with, and that sort of sets the charge for the rest of us.
Not many chairmen of the board get out and call on their customers individually like that.
Well, we're going to go see Randy Allen first, Mr. Swartz.
Great.
When was the last time the chairman of the board of your bank came to see you? And other than Russell Swartz, that simply does not happen in the Oklahoma City metropolitan area, and I've never had another chairman that would do what he does.
You got to discipline yourself to get out and make those calls.
His passion and enthusiasm for the bank is very contagious.
We have a mantra or a whole philosophy of calling.
Rob, how are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you. How are you?
And all of our officers call. That's part of what we do.
We don't sit in the bank expecting customers to come see us. We expect that for us to develop the kind of relationships that we want with our customers, we need to go out and see them, get to know them, and get to know their business. And I think that's really what sets us apart.
If it weren't for Mr. Swartz and his strict routine for customer calls, Midcon, a high-tech data storage and property management company, wouldn't be a Coppermark customer. This relationship started from a cold call by Mr. Swartz 14 years ago.
We've had a relationship from the get-go. He's helped me, mentored me, he's taught me how to do business. We try to do business the Coppermark way because we think Mr. Swartz does business the right way.
Okay, have a good day.
All right, bye-bye.
Talk to you soon.
The other deal with the other.
Is customer relationships. Asking about your spouse or your children, how's your son doing on the football team, and being seriously interested. That's the type of man that he is. And he conveys that, and that filters down the rest of us, so we do our best to emulate him. None of us ever get to exactly where he is, but we certainly give it a good try.
Coppermark Bank consistently raises the bar in community investment. In outstanding leadership and in sound financial performance. A financial institution that has partnered with its Federal Home Loan Bank to support commerce, stabilize economies, enrich its communities, and improve the lives of its employees and customers. Congratulations, Coppermark Bank, for receiving the 2011 FHLBank Topeka Community Leader Award.